Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. It is Julie here with your TipRanks pre-market morning update, where we're bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back and thank you all so much for being here. Don't forget to join Richard Allen and I on a live stream event tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we'll be discussing all of the big earnings coming up and how to get prepared for them. This morning we'll be taking a look at exciting stock market news, notable earnings reports, and the morning's biggest gainers and losers. So let's get right into this morning's exciting stock market news. U.S. stock futures are mixed this morning, but laying quite flat. Currently, the Dow futures are up 0.01%, while S&P 500 futures are down 0.03%, and NASDAQ futures down 0.05%. Uber Technologies is the latest company to update their mask policy, saying that riders and drivers will no longer have to mask up during rides. The update comes after a federal judge ruled that the government's national requirement for face coverings was unlawful. In a statement, Uber said that the CDC still recommends wearing a mask if you have certain personal risk factors and/or high transmission levels in your area. They also asked people to be respectful of individual preferences, noting that many people will still feel safer wearing a mask. Analysts currently rate the Uber stock a strong buy with an average upside of nearly 90%. Tesla is recalling over 590,000 vehicles, but in true Tesla fashion, none of the vehicles will actually need to go to a shop. The recall addresses a problem where the boombox feature used to broadcast sounds outside the car blocks a warning signal to pedestrians. The fix appears relatively easy, an over-the-air software update that will disable the boombox function when the car is in drive, neutral, and reverse, as well as when the vehicle is being summoned by its driver. Analysts currently rate the Tesla stock a moderate buy with a very slight upside of 0.17%. And according to sources familiar with the matter, Apollo Global Management is the latest company that could be supporting a deal to acquire Twitter. The investment management firm could provide equity or debt to back Elon Musk or any other bidder to take over the social media platform, according to sources. The New York firm is the latest Wall Street heavyweight to join the growing list of interested parties in acquiring Twitter. The Apollo stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of over 42%. Now moving over to notable earnings reports. Of course, the earnings calendar is starting to get busier and busier. In the after hours today, we'll be hearing from Netflix and IBM, and tomorrow all eyes will be on Tesla. Already in the pre-market this morning, we've heard from several big names, starting off with Johnson & Johnson. Their stock is sinking after missing on revenue and cutting full-year guidance. They've now lowered their 2022 forecasted sales by $1 billion and lowered their full-year adjusted earnings per share by 25 cents. For their first quarter, they reported revenue of $23.4 billion, just shy of the $23.6 billion expected. They did exceed on adjusted earnings per share, coming in at $2.67 versus the $2.58 expected. Analysts currently rate the stock a moderate buy with an average upside of 6%. We've also heard from Halliburton. Their stock is falling slightly despite posting earnings and a revenue beat. They reported adjusted earnings per share of 35 cents, 1 cent ahead of the 34 cents expected, and $4.3 billion in sales ahead of the $4.2 billion expected. Halliburton shares hit a 52-week high on Monday. Expectations coming into their earnings report were very high. Analysts currently rate the stock a strong buy, but with many price targets being 3 months old and already exceeded, the average price target has a slight downside of 6%. We also heard from Hasbro. They did miss on the street's estimates for quarterly profit and warned of a potential $100 million revenue hit this year due to Russia invading the Ukraine. They reported adjusted earnings per share of 57 cents, missing the street's estimates of 61 cents per share. However, their net revenue did rise 4% to $1.16 billion, beating the estimates of $1.15 billion. Their stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 26%. And last but not least, we heard from Silvergate Capital, who came in well ahead of analyst expectations on earnings. They beat estimated earnings by nearly 80%, reporting an earnings per share of 79 cents versus an estimate of 44 cents. Their revenue was up over $28 million from the same period last year, and net income for the quarter was $27.4 million compared to $21.4 million for the year-ago quarter. Their stock is currently rated a strong buy with an average upside of 65%. Now let's take a quick look at which stocks are this morning's biggest gainers and losers. Our biggest gainers this morning are led by American Campus. Their stock is up after it was announced they'd be purchased by Blackstone for $12.8 billion. Under the ticker ACC, the stock is currently up about 13%. They're followed by Plug Power under the ticker PLUG. They're up over 7%. And Zendesk under the ticker ZEN. They're up 6.7%. Our biggest losers this morning are led by System1 after filing a prospectus with the SEC. Under the ticker SST, they're currently down over 27%. They're followed by Acadia Pharmaceuticals under the ticker ACAD. They're down 7.6%. And Restaurant Brands International under the ticker QSR. They're down about 6.3%. So that is going to be everything for Tuesday's pre-market morning update, getting you up to speed with what you need to know before that opening bell. If you made it to the end of today's video, make sure you head over to TipRanks TV and say good morning in the comments over there, and check out some great exclusive content as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you back here next time.